Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to season 5 of Grown Ups the podcast. Hi, Maggie. How are you?
Hello, Ellie. I'm good. It's a Monday morning that we're recording this on. Um, am I feeling optimistic about the week? I'm not sure.
Girl, my eyes are barely open. A. And B, no, I'm ready for the weekend again.
No, honestly, like it actually goes by so fast. And I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but it's really grey today. It's just not a vibe.
It's okay today. It's definitely not blue skies. It's definitely
Mm.
cloudy. But I'm just hoping it doesn't rain because I've already put my cardboard out. Grown up. I've already put my cardboard out to be recycled tomorrow. Oh man, do you know what? I never thought I'd see the day. This week I'm working from home 3 days, going into the office 2, and I'm actually sad about it. Like
You want to go in more?
I prefer going into the office now. I've come into this, I don't know, this place where I just don't like working from home at the moment.
Do you know what? It's actually ebbs and flows because I've definitely
Yeah,
been there before as well. I feel like I'm going into the office for the first time in ages because I've been in Devon.
that's gonna feel
Um,
so weird.
Yeah, and so guys, this week I am speaking at City University. I'm giving a lecture,
Oh
and
my god,
I was preparing my slides this morning, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so nervous." Because and I don't get nervous,
no.
but I'm like, put me in front of the prime bloody minister, I'll be fine. But put me in front of people my age group, I'm
Yeah,
like, I just feel like students can see right through it. Like, I think these students are doing a master's, so they
yeah.
could be a varied age group, to be fair. But in the email, the lecturer was like to me, I think she doesn't know how old I am because in the email she was like, "Can you please include a task at the end for the students?" And then in brackets she was like, "Keep it in really engaged because of the attention span of this generation." And I'm like, she
Oh
doesn't
my
know how old I am,
god,
clearly. I'm like,
has
I
she
am this
seen?
generation.
That is so funny. Has she seen a picture of you?
She has me on LinkedIn, so I don't know. Maybe she just saw my bio and hasn't paid attention. I don't know because my bio doesn't say my age. I guess. And also people always think that I'm like a lot older than I am, so maybe she thinks I'm like in my 30s or something. I don't know.
That is so funny. At least then, because she's seen you on LinkedIn, let's say, and you come across super mature and like put together. So when she sees you, she'll probably still think you're in your 30s because of the way you
Yeah,
hold
I
yourself. So it'll be fine.
But now I'm like, wait, well, what exercise do I do? Like, what would you have wanted if you had a guest lecturer come in? What would you have wanted the exercise to be? Because I was thinking about that, and I remember I hate group exercises. Hate it with
I
a
was just about to
passion.
say that. I was literally
Yeah.
just about to say something I can just sit there and do by myself. Maybe something you do by yourself. Does it have to be a group exercise?
No, no, no. I was thinking like just like a Kahoot quiz kind of vibe, but
Hmm.
then I was like, is Kahoot like really? I don't know, like really boring as well.
I've
Like, as
never even
people
heard
see
of
Kahoot, they're
Kahoot.
like, oh, I have to get my phone out, scan the QR code,
Oh.
blah, blah. Like, I don't know.
Oh no, I like that. I think that's great because you don't need to discuss with the person next to you. And is it the one where the answers come up as people send their answers in?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it's tomorrow, so I have to think fast. But I'm just like, wow, this is the first time that I've felt nervous about giving, like, I mean, I've never given a lecture ever, but just presenting in front of people. And I'm like, it's because these people are my age.
Oh, you're gonna smash it. That's actually crazy because I remember being like on the other end of that and having guest lectures in and thinking, oh my god, they're so cool. Like, look at these things they work on.
Yeah,
Look at their jobs. That's
I
insane.
always used to like guest lecturers. Like I thought it was like a nice break from the usual. I mean, I literally got this job through a guest lecturer coming in. So I like guest
That is
lecturers changed my life.
mental. Yeah,
I don't
that's
know if I'll do that
mad.
for these people, but yeah, I hope it goes well. So I'll let you know in the next episode how I went.
Exciting. Oh, it sounds like you got a good week ahead.
Hmm.
Other than being in the office twice, I don't think I have anything exciting this week. I was literally looking at my diary to check if I had any meetings in. And I was like, okay, not too many, so it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, but you deserve this week. You had such an intense week last week.
Last week was actually wild. I am ready for a bit of rest. We have a team lunch on Thursday, but as always happens with team lunches, the team are too busy and it gets cancelled. And I'm just like, I hope
Is
it doesn't get
it?
cancelled because I just need this. I
Yeah.
just need some R&R, do you know what I mean?
Do you have a
Um,
go-to spot when you go for team lunches, or is it random every time?
Nah, random. We used to work with, so I'm pesky and then there's a vegan in the team too. So it's like you have to be specific with where you pick. But we used to work off
Mm,
Baker Street. So we used to just work our way down Baker Street and pick
yeah.
different restaurants each time. But now we're in the city. So I actually have no idea where they're booking. No
Oh,
clue at
okay.
all.
Well, that it's always fun to explore a new place. You need to come to this
Yeah.
place with me that I went with Kay. I can't remember if I told you, but we went to this place which is like they only serve one thing and it's two different platters. It's either a meat one or a veggie one.
Yeah.
But they have like they it's like a Mediterranean style, which we love.
Oh,
And they
yes.
have like this hot honey halloumi, which is just like the best thing ever. It's just
Mm.
loads of like little things, which I love. So you just
Yeah.
get to pick out loads of things and you're so stuffed by the end. Like it's so good. So whenever you want
Where
a
is
cheeky
it?
dins, it's right near my office.
Where's that,
um
Camden?
no, we moved. We're now like near Liverpool Street, but there's another branch
Fantastic,
somewhere
honey.
else.
Me too.
Right. That's what we're doing
Sold.
then. Yeah.
Okay, let's find a date.
Yeah, perfect.
Amazing. Guys, on the note of weeks ahead life, we thought we'd keep this episode fairly chill. It's 8 a.m. on a Monday morning. And we were like, it's season 5. I haven't we're at the end of March, by the way.
I
Happy Mother's
know.
Day to everyone yesterday.
Yeah.
But boy, what have we achieved? What have we actually achieved? How have these weeks molded into months? And are we on track for our goals? Because one thing I was terrible with last year is, I'm not gonna lie, I set the goals in Jan and I didn't look at them until the 31st of December. And
Mm-hmm.
best believe I achieved like 2 of 50. So this year, we're reflecting, we're keeping engaged, we're keeping up to date. So, shall we reshare it, guys? We cannot remember for the life of us the exact goals, but we have some written down. So, let's reshare them and let's see how we're getting on. Do you want to start?
Okay, so I remember I had three buckets that I wanted to. I don't know if I described it this way in the episode or not, but this is, I'm looking at my notes, and it was I had a goal for finances, for career, and for personal. So the finances one was commit to monthly saving and investing goal. Now, did I start saving in Jan? No, I did not. Did I start saving in Feb? No, I did not. However, I basically because I was a bit insecure about putting money away because I wasn't 100% sure that I was like afloat. And
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
basically just kept it in my standard account. Because I just felt like there was like something big come in and that I needed to actually something big did come that I needed to pay for and I just wanted to like not put it away where I couldn't touch it.
Yeah.
Um However, based on what I've put away now, it makes up for the 2 months that I didn't put away. So
Smashing it.
technically, I'm on track, but I just didn't do it the way I said I would. But I'm hoping that in our next quarterly catch up
Yeah.
of this quarterly review of our goals, that I would have carried this on.
I think you're smashing it. I love that. I feel like, yeah, it doesn't have to be systematic. So long as you can see the bigger picture and you're reaching it by the end of the year. 10
Yeah,
out of 10.
it's not about how you get in there. It's do you
Exactly.
get there?
So you're smashing the first one.
Yeah. Then my second one, in my career one, it was about just feeling more confident at work. So getting better at relationship manager, not going into things blind. So doing more research,
Yeah.
um, and relying less on my manager. And it's actually funny because I feel like there's a project that I'm on at the moment, which is testing all of those things, where I'm basically leading the project by myself. I've had to like find the venue in Thailand to do all of like to do the workshop and stuff. I've had to build the network on the ground and stuff. So I feel like I'm really being tested at that for this. Am I relying less on my manager? No. I literally walk her through. I'm like, I'm going to do this. And I've spoken to this person and they said this. And I'm thinking of responding
This
this. What
is
do you think?
me.
Um,
Oh my god.
but I'm, I'm, I think I'm definitely working on that 100%. Again,
Can I just say though, those are big goal things. Like
yeah,
booking a
man.
venue in a foreign country to host a workshop. meeting people in a foreign country and liaising
Yeah.
about your job and building connections. That's insane. So you should be super proud.
No, you know what? I am actually proud of myself for this
As you should
because
be.
I remember when I was last in Thailand, I was literally just reaching out to people on LinkedIn at this point because I had no network, so I had to build it.
Yeah.
And I remember I was meeting this guy for dinner, and I was like, wait, this is so dangerous. Like, I'm in a country that I is not my own. He chose the location. We're meeting for dinner after work hours. Like, I was like, am I insane? And luckily, like, that guy was actually the plug for all of my other contacts, which then led to me like,
Mental.
yeah. But it could have gone so left. So like, there was a point where I was like, I'm so scared, but it went well. And I really need to work on relying less on my manager, but I feel like I'm getting more confidence that I will be able to do that.
Yeah.
Um,
I
but
think
yeah,
I've had this problem my whole life, you know. I am so, it's like we have the ability. We definitely have the ability just to go away and do it. But there's that inner fear that I'm not yet ready to be responsible for any
hmm
mistakes that happen. And it's like,
mm,
I'd rather just go to you, check it through with you, and you tell me, yeah, it's fine, or no, it's not, than me send it off to save you some time. And then there's mistakes.
yeah, no, exactly.
But I fight with this every day. Literally, this is probably the biggest argument I have with myself. I'm like, Ellie, you're too reliant. You know, now I sit there, yeah. If I've got a question, I'm like, I don't ask it straight away. Before I used to just ask it straight away, and I'm like, no, is this question really a question that needs to be answered? I'm like, his time is precious. Do you need
Yes,
to ask this question? And I sit
exactly.
on it. Yeah. I'm getting better, but there are still some questions where I'm like, you didn't need to ask that. Why did you ask that?
No, I 100% agree. And I've tried to, before asking questions, I'm like, let me try and think of what she would say. Because I know her
Yeah.
personality style and I know the kind of baddie that she is. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a what would Jesus do? But
I'm
insert
actually
manager's
dead.
name. What would she do in this situation? And I try to think around it. And then sometimes, like, I'll see has someone in my team had this experience who's like more on my
Mhm.
level because their time can be wasted a bit more than her time can
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Um, and I really try to think about it. And then sometimes you end up coming up with solutions. And then because I'm still not sure, I'll be like to her, I'm thinking of doing this. Do you think that's the right approach? Because then I'm coming
Yeah.
with solutions, not problems, you know?
Yeah. 110%. We'll get there. Let's definitely check back in on this one because this is probably one of my biggest goals that
Yeah.
has like I didn't write that down, but it's definitely come out of my experience so far this year. It's something
Yeah.
that I need to improve on.
Yeah, I 100% I agree. And then my last one was the personal thing. So it was like about managing my work anxiety, which given that I have such big things coming up, I'm feeling pretty steady.
Love
So
that.
let's see how that continues. But the bigger one was less social media. And we spoke about it last week because
Yeah.
I have two phones now. I can't believe it takes me to have two phones to use my phone less.
Sometimes the means don't matter. You just need to get
It's
there.
about the destination, not the journey. So that's something that I am working on. Actually, sorry, that's made me feel so good because I didn't realize that I was like as on track as I am.
Girl, this is where it is so important to check back in. And I can't believe we've never
Yeah,
done this before. In all of our seasons, we've actually never checked back in.
we've never checked back in.
No,
Never, I've
until
never
the
in my
next year.
life. Yeah.
No, I love that. You're absolutely smashing it. Um, right.
What were yours?
I cannot remember which ones I shared, but I have a few highlighted as like my most important ones.
Mm.
So one of them was get engaged. And
Oh
you
yes, I
know what?
remember.
This is mad. Because I actually feel as the years gone on, I feel less pushed to get engaged. Like I
Is it because
really
you live
wanted
together?
it. I don't know. I really wanted it at the start of the year, but then I was like, why am I putting pressure on this? Like, I do want to get married 110%, but I just feel so happy and like we're perfect. We're good. So I'm like, I don't want to pressure him. When he's ready, he's ready. But I feel like
Mm.
it probably will come this year. But
Okay.
now I'm like, no pressure. Literally, he could do it in the living room, and I think I'd actually be fine. Like,
Ellie, please, please, don't go crazy.
no,
In the
I
living
think
room of your Airbnb in Costa Rica, please.
I am so dead. No, yeah. So that one, do you know what? It probably will happen. Let me be real. But I'm like, it's not my top goal anymore. I
That's
just
nice, though.
feel,
That's nice that you don't feel pressure on it and that you're just content with where you're at.
yeah, I'm just like, what's the rush? This is
Yeah.
happening to me a lot lately. I felt like I was rushing with everything, rushing with the house, rushing with everything. Just like, I want this now. And I'm like, do you know what? Just sit back. I've become so chilled
Wow, this is so
sometimes.
nice.
Yeah, getting better. The other one was renovate the bathroom, which is highlighted.
Yes.
That is happening. That is
Yes.
definitely happening. The bathroom is old. The bathroom is rough. We literally went towel shopping on the weekend,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah?
just,
How was it?
guys, I'm really struggling out here because you know, I'm a clean freak, yeah, and
Yes.
I feel like little tiles look prettiest, right? You know, the little
Hmm.
brick, but
Yeah.
they have so many grout lines. The grout lines get water on them. They get dirty. They look nasty. They take forever to clean on a weekend. My cleaning regime is already a couple hours long. I don't want to be cleaning for any longer.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do I go basic and boring and have the whole bathroom in just one massive tile so that it takes shorter to clean? Or
Mm.
do I go for aesthetic and ruin my Saturdays because I'm cleaning for longer?
But can you do like my bathroom tiles are they're they're like slabs, like this
Yeah.
big, rectangular, I think, but they're so close together that the wait, I'm capping, I think. I think I'm capping. Never mind.
Send me a picture.
Because I'll say I haven't been at home for so long I can't remember what my tiles look like. But in my head they're like so close together that I don't notice it. Because I'm thinking when I'm cleaning the bathroom wall, I use that electric thing that I use,
Yeah.
and I don't surely I would go in between the little things because me too. Now I'm not sure. I'll take a picture when I get home tonight.
Yeah, big boy questions, but or big girl
No,
questions, but
but I'm so glad you're thinking in this way because it's the day to day that will bother you. And if you're having to
110%.
clean that, that will stress you out. And it's one decision that's now 10 years of stress.
Yeah. Honestly, all my decisions made going forward, I'm so glad we're taking the house slow. They're to do with cleaning. They're to do
Yeah.
with how long does it take to clean this? Because
Yeah. How porous is the tile? Like, is it going to absorb that dirt or not?
yes, exactly. I was gonna put wood in the kitchen. I said no, no, no. Because I've been cleaning the tiles, I've been cleaning the wood. The wood feels harder to clean. I was like, the tiles are easy.
Yes,
So
that's true. You can, the mopping of the tiles, TT.
so easy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The wood just never
Hmm.
feels clean. I don't
It
know.
never does. Yeah.
So yeah, decisions are being made. I had another couple, two of them. So those were like my one-off goals.
Hmm.
Then I had the physical health goals. It was to go to the gym 3 times per week.
You're doing that,
Which,
right?
do you know what? Other than I think 2 weeks since I started the gym, one I was sick and one was last week because life was hectic last week.
Yeah.
I've done it. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. I'm like really proud of me. I need to get. I've been saying this since day dot, but I need to get a plan because I'm going to the gym and I'm working out, but I don't know if I'm going to see gains until I get like because when you build, I need like building blocks at the gym,
Yeah.
so I need to find
Yeah.
a plan that works for me.
I
Yeah. If
agree.
anyone has any recs, send them in. Because yeah, I didn't know if to go Tammy Hembrow or Grace Beverly or something like that.
Mm.
Like
Do you know what? I did Shreddy, which is Grace Beverly's one.
yeah.
I think I had it during COVID, maybe. Or maybe I had it at uni at some point. Remember we had the bands.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, where is my band? I lost it moving from Leicester, because I can't find it.
I
And it's
think I
so
still
annoying because
have
they were good
mine.
bands.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. And I remember the home workouts that I was doing were actually they were really good. Like I
Yeah.
saw a difference. I think I was eating quite well though as well, which makes a massive difference.
Diet is
But
everything.
it is. But I think I totally agree with you. And I think what I noticed going to the gym is I couldn't remember. what weight exactly I was on. Like I was like, was I on 10 for this or
Yeah.
15 for this? Because my arms are so weak. Like, girl, I'm doing like 3 kg on my arms. Like, I'm
Honey, don't worry.
okay.
This
Whereas like my
time,
legs are much higher,
yeah.
but I
This
get confused.
sis, do you know week to week I forget? I'm like,
Same. I'm like, I should be writing this down or tracking it somewhere.
exactly. My gym have the Techno Gym app, but I don't know. I don't fully understand how to use it because it is meant to help you progress. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I can just buy one and then someone show me the exercises, etc. We'll
Yeah.
see. But my other health goal was run half a marathon, which
Yes.
is booked in, so that will happen.
It will
Whether I
happen,
run
yeah.
it, walk it, whatever happens, happens. But I really
Are you
need
doing
to
it by
run.
yourself?
No, Billy and my sister are doing it too.
Oh, okay, good, good.
So
That'll be
there's three
fun.
of us. But
Yeah.
those bitches are athletic. So they will run ahead of me.
Okay.
It will probably be Billy, my sister, then me. But I'm
Yeah.
calm with that. I don't mind like running alone, with my headphones on, just vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. I do need to get out and run more though. I said last weekend in the sun and I just felt amazing. There's nothing that compares to running outside, jogging, let me not big myself up. Outside, the sun's glistening, but it's not too hot. There's a soft, gentle
Yeah.
breeze. Oh,
Got a good something going on. I completely agree. Like I just being outside is just so nice. Like whilst in Devon, I did have you got all trails
no, what's
on your
this?
phone? I feel like you definitely need it because you live near like nice ends in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's called All Trails. It's an app and it basically shows you all of the walking or running or hiking routes near you.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
what's amazing about it is people will leave reviews. So they'll say, not that suitable for dogs because of blah 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 blah. Or it'll be like, oh, this gate is closed at the moment, so make sure you use that gate. It will say like the elevation, it will say how slippery it gets in the rain, it will say like all of these things. It's so good. But I've been using that in Devon and it's just like, wow, like this is so beautiful. Like touching grass is really necessary.
And I can imagine in Devon as well, it's stunning.
It's
The views are just
gorgeous.
good. Yeah. Oh,
No,
so
like we walk
nice.
past and there's like we're walking into horse fields, which is fine. Like I don't know, that's just acceptable here. There's
Yeah.
like ponies, there's sheep, like it's just so beautiful. I love it.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If anyone is having a tough time or you've had a bad week, genuinely, I never do it because I'm like, no, I need to stay at my desk. But just get outside. It makes a huge difference.
It really does.
10 out of 10. And then my other one, I had physical health category and then like a mental health category.
Mm,
And my highlighted one here is just to be more carefree. And I actually think I've
yes.
made good progress in that. I'm
Yeah.
so much less like there's nothing wrong at all with being sensitive, yeah. Being in touch with your emotions, being sensitive, nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely fine. But I think it's like controlling your emotions and knowing when to express them and when to focus on them. And before I was highly sensitive. If someone said something at work, excluded me from something, did this, that, I literally it would all weigh me down. And
Mm,
now something happens, and I'm like, okay, that happened. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it.
it's true.
Yeah,
It's such a good way to live though, and it's hard, especially at work, and like
yeah.
work versus your personal life. It's hard, but I can see it. The fact that you've only shed one tear this year, and it was literally one tear,
It
and
was
then you
one.
sucked it.
I said, girl, this is not your problem.
Exactly. But also even I think that reflects in what you just said about your engagement. Like you're like, you know what? Like I'm actually content. Like there's no pressure. Like you're just being a bit more carefree and letting
Yeah,
it be.
yeah. The only place where this is not working is in the cleanliness of my home, which I'm
Yeah,
sure
girl.
Billy would love me to be a bit more carefree. So I'll work on that.
Mitch, you know what? Maybe when you have kids, you'll be like, damn, let the kids run.
Sis, when I have kids, there will be a cleaner because
No facts. And
how
I
can you
fully
be
support.
a parent, a cleaner, and a corporate babe? Ah,
You
they're all
can't.
full-time jobs. Like,
100%.
absolutely not. Um, But yeah, I feel really positive. I feel like we're on track. And actually I might sign off some goals this year, which makes a difference.
No, but that's so good. Like, that's the whole point of the quarterly review, is
Yeah.
because you see, okay, actually, I'm doing quite well on this. Maybe I need to start focusing on something else a little bit more, so that you're still developing and
Mm.
then you're still feeling proud of yourself, but you're also pointing out, like, oh, okay, actually, I do need to rely less on my manager. So that is something that I need to think about focusing on a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you know what? Now that we've had this chat, and like, guys, if you haven't, I highly recommend going back, looking at whatever goals you've set yourself. I literally feel like I want to go through fully because I have about 50 on there and just be like, okay, is this relevant anymore? Or have my aspirations changed in the last 3 months? And just add new ones and take out the old ones. Because I actually haven't got on there. I've got a work one as well. But I haven't even got become more confident in there, which should be in there.
Mm, mm,
Or like rely less on my manager. That's not in there either.
yeah.
So yeah. One of them was limit my screen time to 4 hours per day. I've had some days less than that.
You've had some days more than that.
I've had some days double that. Lord. Yeah. I'm actually going to sit there and fully go through these. Okay. I love that. And it makes you feel good as well.
It does, yeah. It also shows me like what I'm avoiding because one of the things that I didn't say is that like I really wanted to. I thought this would be the year for me to go to therapy,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I haven't even looked into that. Like
But
I've been avoiding that.
is it because you don't need it? You feel like you're under control right now? Or is it because you're like, oh my God, just don't want to open up a can of worms? Forget that.
I just, I just feel like I have this thing, and I always feel like this about certain things. It's like nothing that tragic has happened to me. Like it's just like I just feel like we're in a sense, this is so controversial, but I do think we're a bit of a snowflake generation where like
Oh,
everything is anxiety, everything is upset, everything is, should we talk about this? Let's delve into that a bit deeper. And I also think I can say that because I feel like I have really good friends where I can discuss things that are happening. So I don't
yeah.
feel like things are like, I'm not ignoring things. I'm just like, I feel like sitting there, I feel like it's a very feel sorry for me activity when nothing that bad has happened to me, you know?
I 1,000,000% hear this because I'm not even going to lie. When I was going to the therapy sessions that I had, the five that I had, I felt guilty. And I literally felt like, is this woman looking at me like, why are you here? Because she's
Yeah,
probably
like
dealt with
she
people.
probably deals with like suicidal people, and here I am like, I've got work anxiety.
Yeah, like she's dealt with people that have serious issues. And like, not that it's a better use of her time, but she obviously has a massive impact on them. But at the same time, like, you're on your own road. So for me, I would definitely do it again in the sense that it's not you're going there to say, feel sorry for me, I'm so stressed. It's more like, what are the coping mechanisms? What strategies can I put in place to help me get better? Because let's be real, it's
Mm.
the same thing you do at work. Let's say your team is smashing it, you're still going to have a team strategy day to understand how your team can do better next year. You always want to
True
build
that.
more. You always want to get better relationships with clients. You're continually improving. So why wouldn't you do that for yourself too?
That is, you're spitting a bar right there.
Do you know what I
You
mean?
gagged me
Like,
there.
like it doesn't have to be. If you really want to do it, it doesn't have to be go feel sorry for me. It can be I am struggling with X, Y, and Z.
Mm,
Let's get to the root cause of this maybe because maybe there's a root cause or just okay, how can I improve on this? What strategies can I take going forward? Because she gave me loads of strategies on how to like calm
mm,
down and stuff like that are super helpful. Or maybe
mm.
you just want a life coach rather than therapy because that's more work related.
Hold on a minute. I'd never thought about that.
Yeah, because so mine was all work related as well, all my stress. Even like it was all the drinking, I didn't like the person I was becoming, stuff like that. But it was all work related. Like I was so happy in my personal life. And I think the therapy helped, but I did weigh up the two. I was like, do I actually just need a life coach or do I need like
Mm.
CBT? So it might just be that you want a life coach. I think you should definitely research the two.
Yeah, I will, because I'd never even thought about that. That's a really good point.
Yeah,
Well,
there. There are loads. There are loads of people in my firm or people in my industry who do life coaching now.
Well, I was actually going to say, like, I'll see within the older people in my network that I know, because it's just rare that you hear about young people going to life coaches. Well, I
Yeah,
haven't heard of it before.
yeah.
But I'll see how they found it and stuff, because I don't want another situation of the of the session that I had
That
in
was funny.
recently. Um, but yeah, that's actually a really good point. That's a bar.
Yeah. So we'll hold you to that one. We'll come back to the end of the year, and it might just be like not the end of the year, next quarter. Next quarter.
Next quarter.
It might just be that you're like, no, do you know what? Didn't need it. I went and I did my trips and I smashed them all and I managed my stress. Or it might be that you're like, no, do you know what? I do need some strategies to help me along the way.
Yeah. No, love that. Thank
Let's
you.
see, girl. On that note, let's listen to your guys' dilemma. We'll do a quick one today because it's Monday morning. We need to get into it.
Absolutely.
This person said, hi, Maggie and Ellie. So glad you're back for season 5. Us too. It's nice to
I
be
know.
back. I've recently taken on a new role, and the guy I'm replacing is supposed to be handing over his work, but I think he's trying to sabotage me. He's provided me with no notes, no details of the projects he's handing over, of the clients I'll be working with, or any of the processes. Every meeting I've booked, he makes up an excuse not to attend, and I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I'm less than a week in and don't want to cause my manager any problems already. What should I do? This is weird
Tough. Mm.
because, like, if you don't know him and he's leaving, why is he sabotaging you? It's very strange.
Some people, there's no rhyme or reason of why they do things.
Yeah, what? That's just weird. Or the other thing I was thinking whilst reading that is he not handing anything over because he hasn't been doing anything?
Oh, yeah. You know what? When some people are leaving, they just like, you know what? It's not my problem anymore. I'm going to focus on something else. That's true. It could be that.
Yeah. My first instinct is, I'm sorry, you're new. Do you know what? I'd go straight to my manager. What are you meant to do? You can't sit on it.
100%. I think in this situation, you're new. Like, it's okay to go to your manager. You can't trust your instinct or your judgment because you don't know this team. You don't know how people work. You barely understand or have
Yeah.
knowledge of the culture like that at this place. So it's best to just go to the manager.
I agree. I'd just sit them down and be like, "Hi, I just wanted to raise a few things with you. I've tried to do this, da, da, da." And don't even put it like bitterly. Just be like, "Oh, I appreciate he might be busy trying to get things finished, so he has less to hand over. But can we just maybe have a meeting with the three of us, just check in, just so that I'm really clear on what I need to do going forward."
Yes,
Yeah,
that's perfect. Have a meeting with the three of us. That's really
yeah.
good.
And then your manager's there to witness exactly what he's handing over. Because God forbid, however many weeks, months down the line, he's like, "So have you picked this job up?" And you're like, "What job?" God forbid.
Yeah. God forbid. 100%. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Best of luck
That's
though.
so
That's
annoying though. Because when
agreed.
I moved into this team, the person who I didn't take over someone's role. It was kind of a new role, but
Yeah.
someone left. So, like, some of her role I did. She literally set up like 3 meetings in my calendar and she was like, we're going to walk through everything that I've done so far. Like, she
What an
was so
angel.
nice. No, she was such an angel. Like, she was so lovely. And she was like, and ask me any questions and I'll send you some material as well. Like, she literally created a folder with everything
Oh
for me
my
to look
god.
through. It was so nice of her. So again, I just get so lucky at work with the
Touch wood.
people. For
Please.
real.
Lord, we are not strong enough.
We are
No,
not.
that is
But that's such a
lovely.
shame.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't get. Do you know what? Some people are just lazy. They
they
are.
are.
They're carefree. They don't care. And also, it may just be that this person is the type of person that will come into a role, just be like, "Oh yeah, I'll get on with the work when I get on the work with the work." Some people are just so laid back. I don't
Mhm.
know how long he has left to hand all this over to you, but maybe he's like, "Oh, not a priority right now."
That's
Who
why I love
knows?
my Type A'ers. Come on, Type A. Let's get it done.
Amen. Yes, please. But best of luck. I really hope that you can sort that out because that is not ideal at all.
No, not at all.
What a shit start to a new role.
Honestly.
Like, yeah, but it will get better. And at least they're leaving, so you don't have to deal with that person anymore.
Yeah, you know what? There's a reason.
Yeah. Shall we round off the episode?
We also have in this week's episode of Being a Dumb Bitch.
We do indeed. Our favourite feature of the pod. Let's hit it.
Yes. Okay, so in this week's episode of Being a Dumb Bitch, at my company, we have an all teams call once a month on the market. This week, I completely forgot it was on, so I joined 10 minutes before. Oh no, 10 minutes before the end to see if I could catch anything important.
Happens to the
Turns
best of
out
us.
Turns out the meeting ended earlier and I interrupted a private conversation between the 3 extremely senior members of staff. With my camera on, may I add, because I joined in haste.
Absolutely not.
Never left a call so quickly. Very embarrassing.
No, that's bad. Because now they know you're late. Because everyone else would have switched on.
Yeah.
Do you know what's equally as bad as this? When you're not listening to a call when everyone leaves and you're the last one there. Have you done that before?
Have I done that? I've fallen asleep on a call and I've woken up and I'm the only one in there. This was when I was working abroad in the US and the time changed, so I didn't have to start work at 5 a.m. I had to start work at 4 a.m., which is criminal.
Damn.
That is criminal. And we had a company-wide meeting, and I think it was on at like 10 a.m. UK time. I'd been on a night out, so I'd gone home, I'd showered and started working. Like it was, listen, I was irresponsible previous role in it. I'd never do that now. And I joined the call, and I literally just, I don't know what happened. Next thing I knew, I woke up, the meeting was over, I was still in there.
I'm actually dead.
Luckily, my camera was off. Otherwise, it would have been game
So
over.
good. I can't believe I've never heard this before. Or if I have, it's just gone out of my brain. But that is too good. I did this a couple of weeks ago on a call. But it was like, we were having training from someone externally. But in my defense, someone came up to me to ask questions. And so I went to their desk to help them, put my headphones down. And then I was left on the call. And for some reason, they couldn't end the call until everyone had left. So they were just waiting for me.
No.
But I was training someone. So, you know, I didn't feel too bad about it. But yeah, girl or guy, whoever sent that in, don't worry. It happens to the best of us. And hopefully you were like dressed appropriately, or you looked okay, or you hung up quick enough. That was fine.
Honestly, to be fair, that happens with us, but in a different way. So when the team call starts, everyone gets a notification like, "Oh, Ellie has started the team meeting."
Oh yeah.
And sometimes the meeting's always set for 1 hour, but sometimes there's not 1 hour of content to cover, so it will be done like 45 minutes in, and someone's joined late, and it will be like, Ellie has started the call. So we all know, everyone gets the notification, and it's so embarrassing for that person, because I've been in the office when it's happened and people have been like, "Oh, Ellie just started the call." It's like so embarrassing.
Mate, Teams is actually an enemy. Honestly.
It really is.
But on the camera point, this is why you put me on. Mine came off because I got a new laptop, so I need to get another one. But you know the camera covers? 10 out of 10.
100%.
Just close it, keep it closed. If you join a call and your camera's accidentally on, they're not seeing anything.
Exactly. I love this. Best money I've ever spent, like 100%. The only thing that I get insecure about is I've joined on my phone before, because I had to go to a doctor's appointment, so I'll just join from my phone because I'm not talking in it, so I'll just listen in. And I'm always insecure, like, damn, I'm always insecure. Like, what if my mic is on? What if my camera is actually on and they're just seeing me, like, from my chin just walking into the doctor's appointment? Like, I always get scared of that. But yeah, man, it happens to the best of us. It's okay. It's technology.
Yeah, it does. They'll forget about it. I wouldn't even worry.
Yeah.
But that's a good one. Very relatable. But on that note, everyone, I feel like I should be going to bed, not starting my week. I hope everyone has an amazing week. If you have anything you want us to discuss, you want to send in, please send it in to grownupspodcast@gmail.com or
DM us at grownupspodcast.
Bye.